HQ. We have Matchday 1 in the books for the World Cup. We're bringing you, outtakes, reactions, player analysis, predictions for the next round of matches. So let's just go around. First and foremost, initial impressions of Matchday 1. What jumps out? What shocked you? What made you raise your eyebrows? Let's hear it.
Well, a whole lot went on, my guy. Let's just say that a whole lot. But we were talking before we hit record, and I was saying that at first, if you remember the last episode, I was saying the World Cup fever it's not really there yet. Mm-hmm. But I have to say it has gotten there. One thing that is I can't get used to is this water break, man. Like,
oh my God.
What is this advertisement water break? What is this? Yeah, I mean, but it's just
I feel like an angel lost its wings when I heard an American guy say the first quarter of the World Cup of the match is done. After the first water break, I was like, oh my goodness, we're there.
Yeah. But I'm not surprised because it's in America. Sports in America is all about you have to make some money in the midst of everything. So
true.
But the round one, we had some good match. We had a few dead ones, but it pretty much went how I thought it would go. Mm-hmm. In terms of the Spain, and it feels strange talking about Spain number 1 game after they just played today and just slapped up that team. Mm-hmm. But who did they play today? They played
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia. But their game 1 match, I didn't see that draw coming. But they bounced back and show why I think they're potentially a good candidate for winning the whole thing. Mm-hmm. The Brazil draw in the first round, that didn't surprise me. I don't think Brazil have a very team. This is possibly the worst, not possibly, it is the worst Brazilian team I've ever seen at the World Cup, this Brazilian team. So I'm not surprised. I'm more surprised if they make it past the next round. That's what will surprise me.
Plus Rafinha got hurt, so
Rafinha got injured, so that's not good for them. That's one of their best players. Hopefully for him, for them, he'll come back sooner rather than later. But all in all, the Germans look good. They look like they're up for a fight. That's a tournament team. You don't count out the Germans in both of their matches. The first one they slapped up, who was that? Curacao, like 7-7. And the second one
it was merciless.
What do you guys think about Undav as a striker?
Wow, baller.
Like him.
Baller.
Love it.
Listen, he is the quintessential old school striker.
Yes.
One touch, shoot.
Love him.
No questions.
Yeah. He's a killer in front of goal. That's what I love about him. And he's just the traditional 9. He does not mess around. I get this ball, I'm going to shoot, and most times he's on target. I love that about him. And he came up clutch for Germany in the second game. Even though I don't know.
Talk about Dingra. I know you're gonna talk about Dingra.
What Dingra was thinking there, bro. Like Pepe gave him the ball on a play. What are we dressing?
Yeah, it's one of those situations where if you don't take your chances and then the opposing team gets a chance, they just do you in.
Yeah, but I knew that Germany would have at least one more chance before the game ended. And I'm like, once they didn't take it, I'm like, you are screwed, my guys.
My friend said it right. Is that I don't know who paid the Dingra, because any professional, I'm not even a professional. I'm out here playing Sunday League. And the thing is, if you look at the replay, there's a way you touch the ball like you're gonna shoot. At no point did he look like he was gonna shoot.
No,
it wasn't the touch to take a shot. It was just he stopped the ball completely. I'm like,
I agree 100%. But back to, I don't know if you guys remember this from the last episode, and I was telling you guys about USA, my guys.
Yes,
you see the energy,
that support.
I told you guys, this energy and football goes hand in hand, my guys. And did you see that they were playing this song at the end of your second match about take me home, country home, and the whole stadium was just singing, and it was like gooses. I'm like, US is here, bro. You know what I mean? So US for me, they weren't a surprise package because I just knew that US is going to show up for this tournament, and any team that they play, given those 2 first matches, going forward, anybody US play, they're going to be in for a tough time. They might not win it, but they're going to put everything on that field. So US was the outstanding team, I would say, that surprised a lot of people. Not so much for me because I thought they would be good. The Japs came out. We were talking about the Japs and how they have just reformed the entire footballing culture over there, and we saw that they did so well in their second match, even though they drew the first one. So that was awesome. Scotland, I think they'll still make it through, even though they struggled in their second game. Turkey, what a shame for them. I thought that Turkey. I thought that
picked them as a dark horse. Turkey.
Yeah, man. Who had that?
Not me. No. Relax. Relax. I have Japan as a dark horse. Let's relax with Turkey. I have no faith in Turkey. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. But I've been going on. Mexico. Before I let you guys jump in. Mexico, I think that with the same. Check out all the countries that are hosting this. The USA. Mexico, Canada.
Yeah.
Realize how all those 3 teams have played since the start of this World Cup. It's the energy that is going with those teams. It makes a huge difference. They look like they can do something. I don't think so much for Canada and Mexico, even though Mexico might prove me wrong. But I think of the 3 host teams, I think US will go the furthest. But I'm gonna let you guys jump in and give your takes.
Go for it, Chico.
Oh, I have so many takes. First of all, let's start from game 1. Referees are not messing around this World Cup.
Hey.
Was it 3 red cards or 2 red cards in the first game?
No,
Listen,
3 red cards.
That was a sign to us of what this is going to be. Goalkeeper takes too long, corner. They are not playing.
But
changes take too long, you stay out there.
Yeah.
But not only that, Chico, I'm letting you come back in, but what they're giving the red cards for. That's what is like. You see Almiron got a red card for doing this yesterday. I'm like,
they are not playing. They have a point to prove, and you know what, sir? You've proved your point. I'm gonna relax. These referees. To be fair, I haven't seen any horrible refereeing mistakes.
Yeah,
of course, I do want to talk about the games, but I want to talk about everything that's happening around this World Cup.
Yes.
First of all, the things that have impressed me are the refereeing has been good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the hydration breaks. I have an issue with the hydration break. Reason why I have an issue with this, I understand you need one, but I forgot which team were playing in an indoor climate-controlled field, and they still had a hydration break.
And that's my point. That's my point. I don't think it's about the hydration.
At this point, it feels like a marketing ploy to inject some commercials in there.
It is, and it's changing games. How many games have we seen where the game is going one way, hydration break, complete change of pace? Like everything. It's like literally, it's a quarter. It's a time for the coach to change up tactics.
Yeah.
And honestly, back in the day, I had the game. I keep talking about my games, even though it's amateur. At the beginning of the game, the referee asked, would you like a hydration break? Yes or no? I think the coaches should agree to it before the game. But for you to just make it standard, like you play in a climate-controlled field, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Temperature is controlled.
Yeah.
And then a couple of things apart from that, I need to give kudos to Capo Verde, because I keep underestimating them, even in the African Cup of Nations. I was like, let's see what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
What happened with Spain?
Yeah, that was no fluke.
Wait. I think it was a fluke. I'm not gonna say it wasn't a fluke. But what I have seen so far is these small nations have a point to prove.
Yeah.
And they've got nothing to lose. Now, are other small nations doing as well? No. But I'm gonna be honest with you. The first Australia game, I didn't see that coming. Australia beating Turkey 2-0.
Same. Australia
I wasn't ready. Germany had me having flashbacks of Germany, Brazil. I was like, they can't do more. They need to calm down. I don't like the German team because they don't know when to stop. Like 7-1 is not right.
They have a tournament mode that they switch into.
Right. And then, don't play with the Germans and tournaments, bro. They are here to win everything.
7-1 is disrespectful. And finally, and this is my big talking point, I hate Argentina. But Messi,
Oh God.
I
Oh,
was
God.
I was so mad at that game because I don't. If you forget his goals, every time he touched the ball, it was good. Maybe he had one bad shot, one bad pass, but every single time this guy is walking for 75% of the game, and every time he touches the ball, one touch, perfect pass. I always, when people say Ronaldo, Messi, who's the GOAT, I don't say anything because I guess with Messi, I was like, well, Messi had one of the greatest Barcelona teams ever. What are we talking about here? He had Xavi, he had Iniesta. But if we had to talk about over longevity time, listen, we can't compare Messi and Ronaldo right now.
No, Messi gets better with age.
Listen. I in the CR7 Messi debate, I'm more times than not, I'm on the CR7 side just because of just his discipline, just hard work. I think Messi is just born talented. Like it's like he was made to play the game. If you could make a perfect player and say, this person that I'm designing him to play football, that's Messi. But I have to give it to Messi. Ever since the last World Cup, I'm like, there's no doubt about it. This guy, he's different, bro.
Yeah.
And that match, Chiga, and bro, it was just, I'm watching it and it's like it's an outer body experience. I'm like, everything that he does is perfect. He doesn't misplace the ball, he doesn't overrun it. He was just perfect, bro. He was different level, man. Different level.
I was having like a partial heart attack watching him play. I was like, is this guy gonna mess up? When they subbed him, and this is one thing that Argentina need to be careful for. Notice they subbed Messi. What happened after that?
Yeah.
Honestly, nothing.
Changed.
Nothing.
The game changed.
If Messi gets injured, Argentina is struggling. I don't care what Lautaro Martinez.
100%.
A friend of mine said it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, absolutely. That actually leads to my biggest takeaway from this first round of matches. Your last point with Messi. It feels like all the important, salient players on most of the teams have stepped up. Go to France, Mbappe backs the brace. Go to Norway, Haaland backs the brace. And it goes on and on and on. Except for Ronaldo, of course. But we'll put that aside for the minute. But you're right. Like I feel like there is an over-reliance on the big talents on the team, at least this first round of matches. And it's both a good thing and something to keep an eye on. Because, if the big shots are firing, it means there's a lot of, vibes generating for the World Cup, and buzz. Buzz was the word that I was looking for.
Yeah.
There's a lot of buzz generating from the World Cup, and people will be drawn to it. But if, say, Messi's instance, when he got subbed out and Argentina couldn't do anything, if one of these major players got injured or gets subbed out of the game, like what happens? Like what is the draw? What's the excitement? What's the buzz? So that's my big. Go ahead, Chigo.
I put a caveat to that. There's only one team who I think, if Mbappe gets injured, France got like.
If Mbappe gets, France can cook. France can still cook.
I think France has 3 teams, bro. And
no, they have Team A, Team B at the World Cup, and the Team C back home that can still play in the World Cup.
100%. France team is deep, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, we all talk about. Sorry, go ahead. We're all talking about Mbappe. No one's talking about Olise. We need to talk about the masterclass that Olise put in that game.
I'm telling you, I told you he's my person to watch for this tournament. Go ahead.
Go 10. Like, I think since he went to Bayern Munich, he went because when he was in the Premier League playing for Crystal Palace, I'm like, we knew that he was good, but him going to Bayern Munich, and some people will be questioning, okay, it's a German league, but he has went up a level.
My theory on Olise and Crystal Palace. I think when he was at Crystal Palace, he knew he was so good that he wasn't impressed by what he was doing, but everybody else was. I saw a recent clip of a free kick that he scored, and dude did not celebrate. Everybody was jumping.
That's just him, though. That's just him, though.
Just nonchalant. I'm like,
Did
dude knows how good he is, and like, this is not my level. When I get to my level, then I'll celebrate. I
don't think he celebrates now, though.
Yeah.
That's just his personality. He said he only celebrates when he scores against big teams. And this is a job for Chico. He scored against United, and Eze asked him why he didn't celebrate. He said, he only celebrated against big teams.
Hey, as you taking jabs, because I forgot to say one thing. If there's one thing that came out of week 1 that has come to me after watching World Cup so much, Gyökeres is a fraud. I don't care what anyone says. Listen.
Leave my striker, bro. Leave my striker alone.
No. I need to say this. He is a fraud. I don't care. I think he's talented, but let's not big him up too much. Like, he's not on Haaland levels. He's not on Isak. He's a good striker.
Mhm.
I actually think Arsenal can do better personally.
Yeah.
I think that Arsenal can do better, but he's a fraud, bro. Like, let's just be honest. Like,
I'm gonna jump in and slap that down right away.
yeah, please.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
I can take the argument. Isak, Haaland, we're talking about elite strikers, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are 2 of the best 9s in the world.
Yeah.
Is Gyökeres one of the best 9s in the world? I don't think so. But can he get 20 goals per season for any team in the Premier League?
Nah.
Yes.
Oh my God. Any team.
Any one of the big 6 teams.
I'll let you finish.
Any one of the big 6 teams. I think if Gyökeres gets the service, he can score 20 goals for any big 6 team in the Premier League. I think so. And does that make you a good striker?
Speaking of strikers, man, we got to discuss Brian Brobbey from the Netherlands. Dude is raw dogging defenders. Dude is raw dogging defenders from the World Cup.
That guy is not a striker. That guy is a bodyguard disguised. Let me tell you right now. I knew about him because was it Sunderland played Man U?
He plays for Sunderland.
I saw him manhandle Maguire.
Dude is raw dogging.
Yeah.
I was joking with a friend. I was like, if you have a wife and kids, don't let them watch the match that you're going to play against Brian Brobbey.
He should be playing American football, bro. The guy is jacked. He's so strong. But if you could choose one team from the first round and one player, who would your guys' team and player of the first round be?
That's a really good question.
I'm gonna go first while you guys too. So
Go for it.
if I should choose one team, I'm gonna go for the host for this one. I'm gonna go for USA for the team of the first round. And I'm not saying that they played the best. That's not what I'm basing it off. I'm just basing it off, what we're used to from these teams and how they performed in this present state that we are in. I'm gonna give it to the host because I think they look up for it. They're ready for the fight. And if I should give it to a player, there are a couple of players that I could choose here, but I'm not going to choose Messi because we know like he's the man. But in the last episode, we were talking about the one that Cheek said we all cheated on when we were choosing the player to watch. I saw this guy called Boadi. I think that's his name from Morocco. This guy, he's my player of the first round. Like he's out of nowhere, and I heard about him a little bit before the World Cup. But seeing him in action against the team that he played against, in his first 2 matches, I must say this guy is my player of the first round, and I'd give it to USA for team of the first round. But there are a couple of other candidates that I could choose, but those 2 I think stand out in those categories.
Yeah, for me, for team for the first round, I would say I'll give it to France on two reasons. I'll give it to France because to do that to that Senegal team 3-1 and the kind of goals that France was scoring and type of interplay and like what we touched on before, you can't just take one player out and put any other player from the bench in, and the France team will not change. I'll give them the team of the first round, and the player of the first round, I'll give it to the Cape Verde goalkeeper. He did it for Golden Country. He did it for Golden Country against Spain. So I'll give it to Vozina.
Yeah,
Vecino.
fierce.
His followers on Instagram has shot up apparently ever
Yeah,
since.
go for it, Chigo.
I mean, honestly, the team that really shocked me, I will say the US. First of all, I did not rate the US, but that first, no, I mean, honestly, like I thought, yeah, the home crowd, but how much can the home crowd give you? That's what I thought. Like, how much could listen, that first game against Paraguay? First of all, let's talk about was it Reina scored or Berhalter? Who scored the last goal?
Oh,
Outside
Reina.
Do you know how much confidence was he in for 2-3 minutes?
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry, but
outside of the foot, man.
World Cup outside now. Paraguay are trash. No offense, Paraguay, but they are having
Belgium got a red card, by the way.
Pardon?
Belgium got a red card. Just saying.
Oh wow! They're about to. Oh, I'm watching. I have it on the other. There's still 0-0.
Yeah,
I can't even look at that game.
Sorry to cut it, Chico. Go.
Belgium is a mess. Lukaku, sort yourself out. Goku's in there. They're struggling. But anyway, and player, believe it or not, I want to give it to Yasin Ayari from Sweden.
You know what? I am with you, bro. I am with you. He's a good candidate. Very good.
He's a good candidate.
And Chelsea's trying to sign him. Just to sign him.
Chelsea, don't ruin this guy's career, man. Don't ruin this guy's career. He's about to ruin his career. But you need to understand. First of all, his first strike, killed it. And I think another thing people don't understand is he scored against Tunisia. His dad is from Tunisia.
Yeah, I saw him. His celebration was there muted, the first one.
It reminds me of Ebola against Cameroon with Switzerland, but that's a story for another episode. But I just want to go back to Brian Brobby because we need to understand. I think his brother is playing in this World Cup.
His brother is playing for Ghana as a defender in this World Cup.
Really?
Exactly.
Derek Lucassen. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So his brother needs to step his game up because Brian Brobby is just.
He's bodyguarding defenders at the World Cup.
But can I also say something?
Go for it.
I have heard so many Sunderland players at this World Cup. These guys just got promoted. Have you realized how many Sunderland players are at this World Cup? It's a sign of a team that's gonna do. They're in for a couple of years. I know this is an early shout, but I can see them staying in the Premier League for another 2-3 years.
Yeah, I agree.
And they have a good coach and a good goalkeeper. The two recipes you need to survive the Premier League.
Yeah, I agree, man. Sunderland has been two of the teams that came up, and we're not moving away from World Cup, but two of the teams that came up stayed up, right? Only one of the team went back.
I think Burnley is the only one that got relegated,
right? But Sunderland stayed up, and who was it?
Leeds. I think it's Leeds.
Yeah, I think it's
Leeds. Yeah, exactly. Leeds and Sunderland.
Yeah.
So I think for a while we have seen teams come up, go back down, but these two teams, I think they're solid, especially Sunderland. So I totally agree. Robbie, different beast, man. I learned what you learned from Maguire when he played against us, bro. Bro, and he's so strong, man. And his finishing is good. He can sniff out a chance. He knows where to be.
Man United, keep your eyes open. Man United, I'm not playing. Like, keep your eye. No, we keep going for these big strikers who are like up and coming. This is what you need. Honestly, I make fun of Gyökeres, and then I'm gonna go back to World Cup. I make fun of Gyökeres because I'm jealous. Because let me tell you why. In an ideal world, Man United should have gotten Gyökeres
and
Arsenal. No, and Arsenal should have gotten the guy we got. What's his name? The young guy up top. What's his name?
Sesko.
If that had happened, it would have been good for both clubs.
But fun fact though, do you know that Solskjaer asked United to sign Haaland and then they declined?
Nah,
just to rub salt in the wound, Chigo.
No, I'm aware of that. I tried to ignore that story, but you have to bring it up. But
one who got away.
Going back to World Cup, I will say this. Another thing that's really entertained me is, and I put this in the group chat, Alexi Lalas.
Oh, him and Zlatan?
Him and Zlatan.
Dude, notice, we haven't seen him in the studio. He's on the field now.
He came back today.
He came back today?
Yeah, he came back today.
Waste, man. Every time he opens his mouth, I'm like, what the?
What kills me is when him and Zlatan are going back and forth, Henry's reactions. because Henry has a very expression
Yeah.
like face, and you can just tell that this thing is going straight into a ditch.
It's crazy. Zlatan has no respect. He doesn't even look at him when he talks to him. Look at Henry talking to him. Alexi Lalas, retire, bro. Like Zlatan
Anyway.
pushed me through the ringer. Please.
All right, sounds good. All right, so we've looked back on the past weeks past matches, and dissected it, talked about our reactions, our opinions, players that stood out. Let's look forward. The round 2. I know round 2 is almost halfway done now, but still, let's look at the matches that are coming up. What are our takes? What are our impressions? What do we think is going to happen? What's going to be a shocker? Let's go.
All right, from the first, and now we can kind of gauge the teams. This is a good thing. It's like before the season starts, you give out some predictions, and then the first 5 games, you can kind of start to gauge and say, Liverpool. So it's the same thing. So after the first 2 games, I think Argentina is ready. They're going to go deep in the competition just because of that little man. I think they're ready. I think France, they look how we thought they would look. Portugal, I don't know, man. That coach. We talked about that coach.
Fraud.
I think they might struggle. But I'm going to stick with the host, guys. I'm going to stick with the host. I'm a ride the US turn. I think that the US will show up again in the round of 32.
32.
That's the next round, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think they'll show up, and I think this energy, I don't think it die down anytime soon. I think they'll give a Russia push for this World Cup and it's it's ironic that we are comparing the 2 countries. Ding ding, move along, no politics. But but I think I must stick with the host country for the team that you don't expect, but they'll go deep. You know what's crazy? US fans are like Arsenal fans, and I know I'm an Arsenal fan, but we have some crazy fans. They're already talking about winning the entire thing.
Yes.
They're like, we are going to win this whole thing. But I don't think that is going to exactly happen, but I think that US can make a deep run. And in terms of the players, I think Mbappe is here. He's feeling it. I think CR7 will struggle throughout this World Cup because I think it's all down to the coach, man. I just don't think he has the dynamic right for this team, as we have seen in years past with Belgium. So I think Portugal might be the surprise team that struggles for this World Cup, even though we haven't seen them in their second round of game yet. But I think it might be a struggle. But I think Mbappe, I'm going to give Mbappe a shout for, I think, I'm jumping the gun, but Golden Boot, I think, is within France, Argentina team.
That was going to be my final question.
I'm jumping ahead. Sorry.
Our predictions for the Golden Boots, but
I'm jumping ahead. But as far as things to come, I think the US still rides the train. That is my big take, right? The US rides this energy, and they go deep in the competition. And in terms of, I'm not going to choose a single player anymore, because I think I've seen enough where I see persons, and people scout players at the World Cup, like the Hamed scouting that came from the World Cup. I don't think it's a good place for scouting, because some people just show up in the World Cup, right? But I think we can already see the players that are going to impress in the World Cup. So I won't choose. I think people like Boadi, they'll still go on and have a good tournament. People like what's the guy's name that Chigo picked? I don't remember his name now.
Oh, you mean Yassine Ayari?
Yassine Ayari. I think they still put in good performances, right? So I'm gonna leave it at that. I think US is the one team that is my big take. They make deep push into the World Cup. I think the big teams, I didn't expect Belgium to go very far in the competition, because I think their time has passed. But I think France shows up, Argentina shows up. My outlandish take, I gave you my take that I think will go in a positive direction. But one of my takes that I think would surprise a lot of people is Brazil getting knocked out earlier than people think they will.
Is that a surprise, though?
Yeah, I mean, for us who knows football, it's not very surprising.
Yeah.
But I think people in general, because of the Brazilian history with football, everyone, Brazil is going to do well. So I think for the average supporter, they'll think that Brazil will go deep, but I don't think it'll happen. I think their midfield is too old. I think they need legs in there. They're going to struggle against any team. I think when they come up against Scotland, they'll struggle because the Scotland team have a lot of legs in there. They'll do a lot of running. So I think that is my, as Chico says, not very outlandish because we've been watching football for a long time. But I think Brazil will go home earlier than people think they will.
Cool. Go for it, Chico.
I mean, I have some wild shouts. I'm not going to talk about the tournament anymore because I'm still traumatized by the US and what they're doing. I did not rate this team. Let me tell you again. But from what I've seen,
oh my God, come on, my guy.
From what I've seen, I'm like, oh my God, these guys could. I see them hitting the quarterfinal.
Quarters, semi-final. I could see them doing that. Yep,
they're playing.
I have a wild shot. I think this round is some crazy games. I think people need to watch that Norway-Senegal game.
Yes,
that Norway-Senegal game is gonna be crazy.
Blockbuster.
Wild shout for me. Watch Argentina-Austria. Let me tell you something.
Think Austria can do them?
Don't do them, but they're gonna give them. I don't know how Austria will show up, but I can see it. Not an upset, but a tie. Because what I saw from Argentina, I am so disappointed. Like, yes, they won, but the minute Messi left, did you see how disgusting that play was? It's like they have. I think Argentina plays with 8 number 10s. Like everyone feels like they're a number 10 here. Like, what's going on? And Romero's a hothead, but you know what? He's a good player, but you never know. Lisandro Martinez, my guy, Man United. You never know.
I think Scaloni finds a way, man. I think with Argentina, even though they had. After as you said, after Messi came off, the shape looked a little bit different. The team looked a bit different. But I think this Argentina team is more of a team than individuals. And I'm taking that from previous tournaments. And I think they have I think Scaloni, he puts together a good set of players. So even if Messi is not at the top, I still think he finds a way.
Cool. I hope so. I mean, there's an England-Ghana game which I'm licking my lips at.
that was gonna be my outlandish take. Ghana beats England.
They've beaten Ghana.
Hear that sound? Ghana beats England.
Is that a sound effect or that happened to?
That is a sound effect. Yes.
I mean, Ghana.
I can give you a drum roll if you want.
Nah, let's be real. Ghana is not beating England, but.
Listen,
But
from that first half against Panama, I'm like, Ghana, pack your bags and go. Come on. Yeah. But my hot take is Ghana beats England. By a difference of 1 goal. My hot take. And then my top goal scorer for the tournament, it's either gonna go to Haaland or Brobbey. Because I think Haaland has a lot more goals in them.
You think Brobbey?
If they play him, what?
That's okay.
That's a wild child. He's not even guaranteed to start. Like
that's what I'm saying. Should they start him more? No, he's gonna get the goals. But Haaland, for sure, I know he's gonna be up there in the charts.
You know
when all is said and done. Go ahead.
I don't think the Netherlands
are going far. Be careful, man.
If they come up against a good team, is what I'm saying. I think they struggle.
Sweden wasn't bad though.
Sweden is not a bad team.
No. I hear it. I think they're front heavy. Sweden is a front heavy team. But if you look, if you take out their front line, Isak,
Lindelof's legs are gone.
Yeah, that's it. It's their front line that's carrying that team. But I think if they come up against the Germans or any team that has a rounded team, I think they struggle big time.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
I mean, there's one shout I'll give. Portugal are playing Uzbekistan, and I know this sounds like a nonsense game, but this could cost someone their job. I can see Portugal. I can see Portugal not losing but tying to Uzbekistan.
No, it's not far-fetched. I'm with you.
Yes,
I'm with you, Cheeks. It's not far-fetched because
it's not far-fetched. Because Uzbekistan, who did they play last round? They played really good. They played very, very well. And Portugal is a little disjointed. They don't know what to do with Ronaldo. You know, they have all these stars on the team. The coach is trying to figure things out. It's not far-fetched that Uzbekistan pulls one over Portugal. So let's see.
I heard an interview that he did, and he mentioned that it wasn't a good idea to take off Ronaldo, who is the record goal scorer off the pitch when he's searching for a goal, something to this effect. But I think this team might be the downfall of this team will be with that coach, because I don't think he tries it because it is Ronaldo, but he needs to take him out of the team, put in Ramos in the team, and just see how that chemistry works. Bring on CR7 when there are tired legs. He comes, get his goal scoring going against those tired defenders, and he'll get a better Ronaldo for the tournament. But I don't think he does it. I just don't think he'll do it. He'll start Ronaldo again, and then the team probably struggles. If they don't get a goal in the first half, everybody panics, and it's like, oh my God. You know what I mean?
Anyone with common sense would know that if you have an aging Ronaldo, no offense to Ronaldo, he's a GOAT. But can you imagine you're 1-1 and on 60 minutes you bring Ronaldo on the field? Everyone's shaking in their boots.
Exactly. Everybody's shaking in their boots.
That's what I'm saying. And you bring on Ronaldo at that time, the defenders are all, they're tired. Ronaldo is good. His elite movement, from every angle, this is a sensible thing to do, but I don't think this guy does it. I don't think he does it. I think he starts Ronaldo and it just gets stale. That's what I think he'll do. He's
a fraud. By the way, I'm looking at the games. This second round is crazy. Like, there's some games we didn't think about. Colombia, DRC. Like, I think that's going to be a tough game. I don't know.
I like Colombia, man. I like Colombia.
I like Colombia.
I like that team.
But DRC, I like Colombia on that.
And I'm looking here. There's another game. Canada are going to need to prove if they're host material. Canada are playing Switzerland. I think that's where they fold. I think that's where Canada might fold.
I think Switzerland do them.
Yeah.
I think Switzerland do them.
It's interesting.
It's a good little team, man.
I was going to say it's interesting. After Canada's first match, the draw, and they came out and demolished some teams 6 or 5-0. I'm like, come on, this is just performative. Come on.
I don't think Canada gets over Switzerland. I think Switzerland is a more organized unit.
Yes. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
So the next round of matches is upon us. It's already underway. We'll see how it unfolds. But next recording, we'll get our outtakes and everything and reactions of the matches. But before we end the recording, I'm gonna stand it around for last thoughts and comments. Go for it, anybody. Jump in.
I was just going to say, what was Cheeks' golden boot winner?
It was Mbappe, man. I have a team. I have a team. My soccer team have a pot for money, and for me, it's Mbappe, bro.
Mbappe. You know what?
I'm
a go with you. I'm gonna go with Mbappe as well. My golden boot winner. I think Mbappe will do it.
He won it last time, I think, in 2022.
Yeah, I think people are saying that Mbappe, because he's going to be selfish, because he wants to do everything and blah blah blah, and France will suffer. I think all of that is BS. Mm-hmm. I think Mbappe comes alive on these stages.
Yeah.
I think he takes that team. Not that they need anyone to carry them on their back because they're so deep, but I think Mbappe shines through, and I think he gets the golden boot for this World Cup.
You also have to think about their road to the final.
Yes.
The next game of France is against Iraq. Now, I might be embarrassed that I on my face, but I feel like France are gonna pipe Iraq. Like, it's gonna be
merciless.
And mind you, Iraq are a good team. Iraq.
Iraq.
No, they are.
But I think they'll give them half an hour of trouble. But once the first goal goes in, it's gonna be a disaster for Iraq.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll stop right there. Yeah, Mbappe is my guy.
All right. So we have one Haaland, 2 Mbappe for golden boots. So We'll see how they'll vote.
You think Haaland can get this golden boot, bro?
They're gonna feed it, and the reason I go with Haaland is he scores goals any which way how. Like, you know, he heads them in, he slides in, he shoots. That's the reason I'm going with Haaland. But we'll see. All my dark horse for golden boot, probably.
Can I say one thing about golden boot?
Go for it.
In order to call someone a golden boot winner, you need to look at their supporting cost. Okay. Remember that. The supporting cost is everything. Mbappe is not getting goals. Mbappe is being provided with excellent passes for goals. I know Odegaard's on Norway, but is Haaland going to take it from midfield and dribble everyone and score? Think about the supporting cost.
I love how nobody's choosing Harry Kane. I love how no one chose Harry Kane.
But our London or Igbo brother, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm an England fan, but Harry Kane is a baller. No disrespect on his name.
Yeah.
But in the long run,
and England has a much harder path. After the first round, so I think it's going to be a struggle, but we'll see.
If I calculate it right, at some point France are going to meet Germany. Oh my God, that game!
Gargantuan.
Anyway, I'll stop right there before I get too excited. But I can't wait. Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, thank you guys for your thoughts. You know, this has been excellent. The excitement, like Conrad said at the beginning, is starting to build for this World Cup with the matches going on and on and on. And hopefully we get more, you know, out of body experiences with these World Cup matches and reactions to give you. So thank you for your time, everybody.
No worries.
As always, like and subscribe, spread the word. Thank you. Sulia.
Arsenal champions.